My ex insulted me, so her aunt asked for my number at family dinner. Her dad nearly swallowed a chicken bone and her whole family blew up. My ex Chris invited me to her family dinner as friends, which already sounded like a side quest nobody asked for, but she insisted it'll be chill, bro. Nothing about this dinner was chill. The AC wasn't working, the chicken was dry, and the family tension was thicker than the gravy. We're all sitting at the table, passing food around like an NPC cutscene when Chris decides to become the main villain of the evening. She leans back, smirks, and says loud, "Honestly, dating you was like choosing the demo version instead of the premium." Her whole family laughed. Even the grandma with one hearing aid chuckled like she understood the disrespect in spirit. I sat there in silence like a Marvel character waiting for my arc. Then the plot twist entered the room. Her aunt, Aunt Sophia, 42, stunning divorced glow, dressed like she had 6 side quests and a main mission, looks straight at me and says, "Well, I would have chosen him first. Actually, can I get your number?" The table went silent, like Wi-Fi unplugged silent, like Windows XP shut down silent. Chris's dad choked so violently on his chicken that for a second we all saw his soul buffering. Her mom dropped a spoon into the mashed potatoes like she just watched the season finale of her own marriage. Her sister said, "Huh?" "So loud," Alexa replied from the other room. And Chris's face did that slow-motion emotional crash you only see in TikTok edits with sad piano music. I thought Sophia was joking, but nope. She scooted her chair closer like she was choosing a Pokemon starter. "Come on," she whispered. I always told Chris she had horrible taste in men, but apparently she was close. Chris screamed, "Mom, tell her to stop." Her mom whispered back, "What do you want me to do? She's an adult with her own trauma." Meanwhile, Sophia is looking at me like, "Are you free Friday? I make better chicken than this." Dialogue from the whole table became straight-up meme material. Chris's brother. Bro unlocked the forbidden MILF route. Grandma, what is a MILF? Dad is still choking, inhales violently. Mom, Harold, swallow? Dad, that's what got us into this marriage. And just when I thought it couldn't get worse, Sophia casually grabs my phone from the table, puts her number in, saves her name as your upgrade. Chris lost her mind. "You can't steal my ex." Sophia shrugged. "Sweetheart, you didn't want him. I'll take the leftovers." Her family died internally. Her uncle dropped his fork. Her cousin started recording like he was live streaming a boss fight. Her grandma whispered to Grandpa. Finally, after dinner, Sophia walked to my car like we were the couple hosting the event. She said, "Call me." Unlike Chris, I actually know what I want. And then she winked at me in her niece's driveway. As I drove away, I could hear yelling behind me but kept going. 2 blocks later, I adjusted my rearview mirror and my heart stopped. Sophia was sitting in my back seat, grinning like she'd won a game show. "You left before dessert," she said, leaning forward between the seats. And before we could really talk, I swerved slightly, nearly hitting a mailbox. "How did you? Told you I know what I want." She cut me off, her hand touching my shoulder. Then headlights flooded my car from behind, bright and aggressive, and I recognized Chris's dad's truck barreling toward us at full speed. "Drive," Sophia said calmly, like we were ordering coffee instead of being hunted. "Don't look back. Just drive." "That's your brother-in-law trying to kill us," I shouted, gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles went white. Ex-brother-in-law, technically. And Harold's all bark. He won't actually hit us. She leaned back in the seat, adjusting her seatbelt like we were going on a road trip, probably. The truck slammed into my bumper. My head jerked forward. The entire car shook. "You said probably," I screamed. Sophia laughed, actually laughed. "Okay, so maybe he's more motivated than I thought. Take a left up here." I yanked the wheel left onto Maple Street. The truck followed, engine roaring. Harold wasn't slowing down. He rammed us again, harder this time. My rearview mirror showed his face, red and twisted with rage, mouth moving in what I assumed were very creative curse words. "Why is he so mad?" I asked, running a red light because dying at an intersection seemed worse than a ticket. "Because I just made a power move in front of the whole family," Sophia said, checking her makeup in a compact mirror. "Harold hates when women take control. It reminds him that his wife makes more money than him. I don't care about their marriage problems. I care about not dying." Another impact. My car's back end fishtailed, I corrected, barely missing a parked Honda. Sophia put her hand on my headrest, leaning close. Her perfume smelled like vanilla and bad decisions. "You're doing great, by the way. Most guys would have crashed by now. Most guys wouldn't have a psycho aunt in their back seat being chased by her psycho family." "Psycho aunt," she repeated, smiling. "I like that. It has a ring to it." I took a hard right onto the highway on-ramp. The truck followed. Harold was not giving up. If anything, he was gaining speed. The highway was mostly empty at this hour, which meant he could really open up and turn this into vehicular manslaughter. Sophia, this isn't funny anymore. It was never funny, sweetie. It's strategic. That word, strategic, hit different. I glanced at her in the mirror. She wasn't panicked, wasn't scared. She looked excited, like this was exactly what she wanted. What did you just say? Eyes on the road, she sang. Harold pulled up beside us in the left lane. He was yelling something through his window. Sophia rolled down her window and blew him a kiss. He swerved toward us. I jerked right, nearly clipping the guardrail. Stop provoking him. Where's the fun in that? My brain was moving faster than my car. The pieces started clicking together. The way Sophia had appeared at the dinner. The perfectly timed insult from Chris. The way Sophia had her phone number ready to go. And now this, her sitting calm in my back seat while her brother-in-law tried to run us off the road. You planned this, I said slowly. All of it. Sophia's smile grew. Took you long enough? The dinner. Chris insulting me. You asking for my number. You getting in my car. All of it. Not the car part. That was improvisation. But yes, the rest was carefully curated. She said curated like she was describing a gallery opening. I've been working on this for months. My stomach dropped. Months? Oh, longer actually, but the active phase started about 3 months ago when I suggested to Chris that she invite you to family dinner. I took the next exit too fast. Tires squealed. Harold followed. We were back on city streets now, blowing through stop signs. You told Chris to insult me? I suggested she be herself. Sophia corrected. I knew she couldn't resist showing off in front of the family. She's always been desperate for their approval. I just gave her the stage. Why? Because, sweetheart, you can't rescue someone who isn't drowning. I needed you to see exactly who Chris is. I needed you to want something better. She paused. I needed you to want me. The truck rammed us again. I saw a police station up ahead on the left, the blue lights on the sign glowing like a beacon. Hold on, I said, and cut across 2 lanes of traffic. Horns blared. I pulled into the police station parking lot and slammed on the brakes in front of the main entrance, right under the security cameras. Harold's truck screeched to a stop at the edge of the lot. He didn't pull in, just sat there, engine idling, watching. I was breathing hard, hands shaking. Sophia opened her door and stepped out calmly, smoothing her dress. Then she walked around to my side. I rolled down my window. That was exhilarating, she said. You're insane! And you're still here. She leaned down, and before I could process what was happening, she kissed me. Right there, on the lips, in front of the police station, in front of the cameras, in front of Harold, who I could see losing his mind in his truck. She pulled back, smiled, and took out her phone. A few taps later, she showed me the screen. She'd somehow already pulled the security footage, the timestamp showing just seconds ago, and was uploading it to Facebook. What are you doing? Showing the family what they missed. She tagged Chris, Harold, her mom, her sister, everyone from dinner. Posted it with the caption, "Found my upgrade. Thanks for dinner." My phone started buzzing immediately, then buzzing continuously. Text after text, call after call. I pulled it out. 17 notifications in 10 seconds. Chris, are you kidding me right now? Chris's mom. This is inappropriate and shameful. The brother. Bro, you actually did it, Lao. Chris's sister. Sophia, you need therapy. Chris, you kissed my aunt. Chris, my aunt. Chris, in front of a police station. Uncle Jerry. Harold, come home. Chris, I will ruin you for this. Sophia was reading over my shoulder, laughing at each message. They're so predictable. Harold finally reversed out of the parking lot and drove away. I watched his taillights disappear and felt a small sense of relief. At least I wasn't about to be murdered by a middle-aged man with anger issues. Get in, Sophia said, walking around to the passenger side. I'll navigate. Navigate where? I'm going home. You're not safe at home yet. Chris knows where you live. So does Harold. You need to lay low for a bit. She opened the passenger door and sat down like this was already decided. My place is close. Every instinct I had was screaming at me to say no, to tell her to get out, to drive straight to a friend's house or a hotel or literally anywhere else. But my phone kept buzzing. The messages were getting more aggressive. Chris was calling now. So was her mom. Harold's name flashed on the screen. Fine, I said, but just for an hour, until things calm down. Perfect. Sophia buckled her seatbelt and put her hand on my knee. Take a ride out of here. I drove. She guided me through a series of turns and I started recognizing the area. This was near Chris's apartment complex. Really near. Sophia, why does this area look familiar? Because I live in the Riverside Apartments. Building C. My blood went cold. Chris lives in Building B. I know. She said it so casually, like it was nothing. Take the next left into the complex. I pulled into the parking lot and stopped the car. You live next door to your niece? Technically, one building over, different parking lot, but yes, close proximity. She got out of the car. Are you coming? Or are you going to sit there judging me all night? I got out slowly, locking my car twice out of paranoia. Sophia led me to Building C, up 2 flights of stairs, and unlocked apartment 214. The door swung open into a place that looked normal at first. Clean, modern furniture, nice lighting. Then I saw the wall. The entire wall across from the couch was covered in photos. Printed photos, Polaroids, screenshots, all pinned up in neat rows. And they weren't of Sophia, they were of Chris. Chris at restaurants, Chris at the mall, Chris with different guys. 4 different guys, specifically, each one labeled with a name and date range. Trevor, March 2019 to July 2019. Jason, September 2019 to December 2019. Ben, February 2020 to May 2020. And then me. Photos of me and Chris from the past year. Some I recognized from her Instagram. Some I definitely didn't, because I'd never seen anyone take them. "What is this?" I whispered. Sophia closed the door behind me and locked it. The sound of the deadbolt sliding into place made my chest tighten. "This is my work." "Your work?" "Chris has terrible taste in men. She always has, so I help her." Sophia walked over to the wall, running her finger along the photos. I watch. I wait. I get to know them. And then, when the time is right, I take them. Take them? From her. For their own good. She turned to look at me. "You're number 4. My legs felt weak. "What happened to the other 3? Trevor couldn't handle the intensity. He moved to Oregon. Jason got back together with his high school girlfriend. Ben." She paused, smiling softly. "Ben tried to report me. But there's no law against flirting, is there?" I backed toward the door. "I need to leave." "You can't." Sophia pulled a key from her pocket and held it up. "This is the only key that unlocks the deadbolt from the inside. It's a security feature. I had it installed after Ben. I tried the door anyway. It didn't budge." My phone buzzed again. I pulled it out. The battery was at 4%. I must have left my charger at Chris's parents' house. "Looking for this?" Sophia held up a charging cable. "It's USB-C, right?" I reached for it. She pulled it back. "Not yet. First, we talk. Really talk. I need you to understand that this isn't crazy. This is love. This is stalking." Love, stalking. The line is blurry. She set the charger on the kitchen counter and opened the fridge. "Are you hungry? I made lasagna earlier. It's really good. Better than that dried chicken." "I'm not eating anything you made." Her expression shifted. The playful smile dropped. "That's rude. You kidnapped me. I saved you from a car chase. There's a difference." She pulled out a container of lasagna and set it on the counter. "You should eat. You're going to need your energy." "For what?" "For us. For this." She gestured between us like there was an actual relationship happening. "I know it's fast. I know it's a lot. But once you see how good we are together, you'll understand." My phone buzzed. 3% battery. I looked at the screen. Chris was calling again. So was my best friend, Logan. I didn't answer either. "If you don't eat, I'll call Chris," Sophia said suddenly. "I'll tell her you're here. That you came willingly. That you kissed me first." She saw the video. She knows you kissed me. Videos can be edited. Stories can be changed. Sophia's voice was calm, but there was an edge to it now. "Or I could tell everyone you touched me without permission. That you forced yourself on me. Who do you think they'll believe? The respected divorced woman or the ex-boyfriend with a motive?" My hands clenched into fists. "You wouldn't. Try me." The apartment was silent except for the hum of the refrigerator. I looked around. There had to be another way out. A window. A balcony. Something. "The windows are locked from the outside," Sophia said, reading my mind. "I'm very thorough." I walked past her toward the hallway. She didn't stop me. I checked the bathroom first. Small window above the toilet, but it opened. It was narrow. Maybe too narrow, but it was something. I could hear Sophia in the kitchen, humming while she plated lasagna. My phone died. The screen went black. Perfect. I climbed onto the toilet, pushed the window open wider, and looked down. 2nd floor. There was a dumpster below and to the left. If I could squeeze through and aim right, I might survive without breaking anything. I heard footsteps in the hallway. "What are you doing in there?" "Using the bathroom," I called back. "You've been in there a while." I started wiggling through the window, shoulders first. It was tight. Really tight. My shirt caught on the latch. I yanked it free, scraping my ribs on the frame. The bathroom door handle rattled. Open the door. I got my torso through. My hips were stuck. I twisted, pushed, and then gravity took over. I fell. The dumpster rushed up at me. I hit it hard, the metal lid booming like a drum. Pain shot through my shoulder and hip, but nothing felt broken. I rolled off the dumpster and landed on the pavement. Looked up. Sophia was leaning out the bathroom window, watching me. "Really?" she shouted. "You'd rather jump out a window than have dinner with me?" I ran. Didn't answer. just ran toward the parking lot. Behind me, I heard her yelling, then a door slamming. She was coming after me. I got to my car and grabbed the handle. That's when I saw it. My front passenger tire was flat, completely flat, and there was a clean slice in the sidewall. Sophia. She appeared at the top of the stairs holding a knife, not threatening me with it, just holding it casually. I told you, I'm thorough. Then another voice cut through the parking lot. Get away from him! Chris came running from Building B, still in the same outfit from dinner. Her hair was a mess. Mascara smudged. She looked unhinged. Sophia smiled. Oh good, you're here. We can all talk about this like adults. Adults don't stalk people. Sophia, says the girl who threw a drink at her ex at Applebee's last year. Chris charged. She actually charged at Sophia like a linebacker. They collided at the bottom of the stairs, and then it was chaos. Scratching, hair pulling, screaming. Sophia dropped the knife. It clattered across the pavement. I grabbed my gym bag from the trunk, the only thing I cared about in the car, and ran. Both of them saw me. They stopped fighting. Wait! Chris yelled. Don't leave, Sophia added. They both started chasing me. I ran through the parking lot, past Building A, toward the main road. Behind me, I could hear them arguing while running. Chris, this is your fault. Sophia, my fault? You're the one who can't keep a man. Chris, you steal every guy I date. Sophia, because you pick terrible ones. I made it to the sidewalk and pulled out my dead phone. Useless. There was a gas station across the street. I sprinted across 4 lanes of traffic, horns blaring, and ducked inside. The clerk looked up from his magazine. Can I borrow your phone? Emergency. He slid a cordless phone across the counter. I dialed Logan. He picked up on the second ring. Hello? It's me. I need you to pick me up right now. I'm at the Shell station on River Road. Dude, where's your phone? I've been calling. Dead. Long story. Can you come? Yeah, give me 15 minutes. I hung up and looked out the window. Chris and Sophia were standing at the edge of the gas station parking lot, both out of breath, arguing with each other. The clerk followed my gaze. Ex-girlfriends? He asked. One ex, one psycho. Been there. They saw me through the window, started walking toward the door. I backed up toward the bathroom. Hey, you can't hide in here all night, the clerk said. Just until my ride comes. Chris pushed through the door first. We need to talk. Sophia was right behind her. He doesn't want to talk to you. He definitely doesn't want to talk to you. Chris shot back. The clerk raised his hands. Ladies, if you're not buying anything, I'll take a Red Bull, Sophia said, grabbing one from the cooler without breaking eye contact with Chris. They both stood there, staring at me like I was supposed to choose. The clerk rang up the Red Bull. Sophia paid with exact change. Listen, I said carefully. I'm leaving. I'm going to my friend's place. Neither of you need to follow me. We're all going to forget this night happened. I can't forget, Sophia said. We have a connection. We don't. You kissed me back. You kissed me without asking. Chris's face twisted. You kissed her back? I didn't. She's lying. Sophia pulled out her phone and showed Chris the security footage. Chris watched it, her face getting redder with each second. You son of a... The gas station door opened. Logan walked in, took one look at the scene and sighed. Let me guess. Chris? Hey, Logan, Chris said flatly. Logan pointed at Sophia. And who's this? Her aunt. Logan blinked. Her what now? Doesn't matter. Let's go. I grabbed his arm and pulled him toward the door. Chris followed us out. If you leave with him, we're done. Completely done. We broke up 6 months ago, Chris. I mean as friends. We're not friends. Sophia came out last, sipping her Red Bull. I'll call you tomorrow. We can finish our conversation. I got into Logan's Honda and locked the door. Chris stood outside the window, arms crossed. Sophia stood next to her, smiling. Logan started the engine. So, he said. Fun night? Drive. He pulled out of the parking lot. I looked back. Both of them were watching us leave. Then Chris turned to Sophia and shoved her. Sophia shoved back. They started fighting again in the middle of the gas station parking lot. Dude, Logan said. What did you do? I went to a family dinner. We drove in silence for a minute. Then Logan started laughing. Her aunt? Seriously? It gets worse. I told him everything. The dinner, the insult, Sophia asking for my number, the car chase, the apartment, the wall of photos, all of it. By the time I finished, we were pulling into his driveway. Logan turned off the engine and looked at me. So Sophia's a full-on stalker. Yeah. And she's been doing this for years. Yeah. To all of Chris's boyfriends. Apparently, I'm number 4. Logan went quiet. His face did something weird. He looked uncomfortable. What? Chris and I dated in high school, he said slowly. I stared at him. What? Junior year. It was only like 3 months, but yeah, we dated. You never told me that. It didn't seem important. It was forever ago. He rubbed the back of his neck. But now that you're telling me about Sophia, she came after you too? Not exactly came after me, but she was around a lot. Always showing up at places Chris and I would go. Always asking questions about me. Chris said Sophia was just being protective, but it felt off. Did she try to break you up? She didn't have to. Chris and I broke up because Chris cheated on me with some guy from the soccer team. Logan paused. But Sophia was the one who told me about it. She showed me photos. She seemed really happy to do it. My skin crawled. She's been doing this since high school? Longer, probably. We sat in the car for a minute, processing. Then Logan's phone rang. He looked at the screen and frowned. It's a number I don't know. Don't answer it. He answered it. Hello? I could hear a woman's voice on the other end, but not the words. Logan's expression shifted from confused to annoyed. No, he's not interested. Don't call this number again. He hung up. Sophia? I guessed. She said she got my number from Chris's old contacts. She wanted to know if you were okay. She also wanted to make sure I told you that she's sorry about the tire, and she'll pay for the replacement. How does she even... I stopped. She's tracking my phone, isn't she? Your phone's dead. She tracked it before it died. That's how she knew to come to the gas station. Logan got out of the car. Come on, you're staying here tonight. Tomorrow we'll figure out how to deal with this. I followed him inside. His apartment was small but normal. No photo walls, no locked doors. Just a couch, a TV, and yesterday's pizza box on the coffee table. You want a beer? Logan asked. I want a new life. He tossed me a Coors Light. We sat on the couch. I checked the time on his microwave. It was past midnight. This entire disaster had happened in under 4 hours. My mind kept replaying the wall of photos. 4 guys, 4 relationships. All of them ended by Sophia. And according to her, she'd been planning this for months, which meant she'd been watching me since I started dating Chris. Maybe longer. How do I make her stop? I asked. Restraining order? Based on what? Flirting? Getting in my car? She'll say it was consensual. The photos on her wall. I'd have to prove they exist. And if I go back there, she'll probably lock me in again. Logan took a long drink. What about Chris? She knows Sophia's pattern. She could help. Chris also hates me right now because she thinks I kissed Sophia. Did you? No. She kissed me. But did you kiss her back? I thought about it. Replayed the moment. Sophia had leaned in, pressed her lips to mine, and I'd been too shocked to move. But had I kissed back? I didn't think so. But the camera might tell a different story. I don't know, I admitted. Then Chris is not going to help you. My temporary phone, Logan's old phone he let me borrow, buzzed. A text from an unknown number. I hope you're somewhere safe. Sleep well. Tomorrow's a new day for us. S. I showed Logan. He grimaced. She's not going to stop. I know. You need a plan. I don't even know where to start. Logan grabbed his laptop and opened it. Start with evidence. If Sophia's been doing this for years, there's got to be a trail. Social media, dating apps, something. We spent the next hour digging. Logan found Sophia's Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Her posts were normal, too normal. Inspirational quotes, photos of food, shared articles about self-care, nothing that screamed stalker. But then Logan clicked on her tagged photos. There were dozens of them. Pictures from family events, dinners, parties. And in almost every single one, there was a guy. A different guy each time. Guys who looked vaguely familiar. Wait, I said, pointing at one. That's Trevor. Logan zoomed in. Trevor was standing next to Sophia at what looked like a wedding. Her hand was on his arm. The date stamp said June 2019. That was during his relationship with Chris, I said. We kept scrolling. Jason appeared in a photo from October 2019 at a restaurant with Sophia. Ben showed up in a Christmas photo from 2019, wearing an ugly sweater, standing way too close to Sophia. She's documenting them, Logan said. She's keeping trophies. Or, she's building a case that they were into her, not the other way around. We found more. Screenshots that people had tagged Sophia in, memes, group chats. And then we found something else. A private Instagram account under the name S. Collects. Logan tried to follow it. The account was locked, but the profile picture was a silhouette of a woman. The bio read, "Curating quality, one at a time." That's her, I said. That has to be her. We need to get into that account. How? Logan thought for a second. Catfish her. What? She's obsessed with taking guys from Chris, right? What if we create a fake guy? Someone perfect. Someone she can't resist. We get her to follow the account, trust the account, and then we expose her. It sounded insane, but so did everything else that had happened tonight. Would that even work? Only one way to find out. Logan opened a fake email generator and created a new account. Then he made a fake Instagram profile. We needed a name. Something believable but not too common. How about Julian? Logan suggested. Too fancy. Brett? Too douchey. We settled on Miles. Miles felt normal, approachable. Logan found stock photos of a good-looking guy in his late 20s, someone who looked like he did yoga and owned a golden retriever. We uploaded 3 photos, wrote a basic bio, just moved to town, love hiking and coffee, and followed a bunch of local businesses to make it look real. Then we sent a follow request to S. Collects. Now we wait, Logan said. While we waited, my borrowed phone buzzed again. Another text from Sophia. I know you're with Logan. That's good. He's a safe choice. But don't stay too long. We have plans to make. I showed Logan. His face went pale. She knows I'm here? She probably followed us. Logan got up and looked out the window. The street was empty except for parked cars. No sign of Sophia. But that didn't mean she wasn't out there. This is so messed up, Logan muttered. We went back to the laptop. The S. Collects account had accepted our follow request. We were in. The account was private, but now we could see the posts. There were hundreds of them. Photos of guys, screenshots of text conversations, locations tagged. It was a full catalog. Every guy Sophia had ever targeted, all documented. This is evidence, Logan said. This is actual evidence. We scrolled through, found Trevor, Jason, Ben, and me. But there were others too. Guys I didn't recognize. The account went back years, at least a dozen men. She's been doing this since she was in her 20s, I said. One post caught my eye. A photo of a guy with the caption, "Didn't work out, too attached to his ex." Next. Another, "Promising start, needs more grooming." And another, "Perfect candidate. Chris won't see it coming." That one had a photo of me. Logan took screenshots of everything. We're going to need this. The next morning I woke up on Logan's couch to 17 missed calls. 5 from Chris. 12 from unknown numbers that were probably Sophia cycling through burner apps. There was also a voicemail. I played it on speaker. Sophia's voice came through, sweet and calm. "Good morning, handsome. I hope you slept well. I've been thinking about us, about our future. I know last night was intense, but intensity means passion. It means we're real. Anyway, I'll be at Giovanni's coffee at 10 if you want to talk. I'll wait for you. I'll always wait for you." Logan walked out of his bedroom, yawning. "She's at it again? She wants to meet for coffee. Obviously don't go. I'm not." But then another text came through. This one from Chris. "We need to talk. Sophia showed up at my apartment this morning. She's out of control. I want to help you stop her." I read it twice. Chris wants to help. Logan raised an eyebrow. "You trust her?" "No. But if she's serious, we could use her. Or it's a trap. Everything with these two is a trap." I texted Chris back. "Where do you want to meet?" She replied immediately. "The library on 5th. Public, neutral. 1 hour." Logan and I got ready. He lent me a clean shirt since mine was torn from the window escape. We grabbed breakfast sandwiches from a drive-thru and headed to the library. Chris was waiting outside, sitting on the steps. She looked tired. No makeup, hair in a messy bun, wearing sweatpants and an oversized hoodie. "Thanks for coming," she said when she saw me. "What do you want, Chris?" She stood up. "I want to apologize. For last night. For insulting you at dinner. Sophia told me to do it. She said it would be funny. I didn't know she was planning to ask for your number. You didn't think it was weird that she suggested it?" Sophia suggests a lot of things. I stopped questioning her a long time ago. Chris crossed her arms. "But after you left, I started thinking. And I went through my old photos. Do you know how many boyfriends I've had since high school? I don't. 8. And Sophia was involved in the end of every single one." Chris pulled out her phone and showed me screenshots. Messages from Sophia. "He's not good enough for you. I saw him talking to another girl. You deserve better." And then later, "I can keep an eye on him if you want." She volunteered to watch them, I said. Every time. And I thought she was being protective. But she wasn't protecting me. She was hunting. Logan spoke up. "Why now? Why help him and not the others?" Chris looked at him, then at me. "Because this time she's not even hiding it. She posted that video. She's taunting me. And I'm done. I'm done being her victim, and I'm done letting her ruin my life." I wanted to believe her. But Chris had a history of making everything about herself. "What's your plan?" I asked. "We expose her. We show everyone what she's been doing. We make it so public that she can't deny it." "We're already working on that," Logan said. "We made a fake profile to catfish her." Chris's eyes lit up. "That's perfect. I can help. I know exactly what kind of guy she goes for." Over the next hour, the 3 of us sat in the library and planned. Chris gave us details. Sophia liked guys who were slightly broken, who had messy relationships, who needed saving. She liked musicians, artists, anyone creative. She hated gym bros and finance guys. "Miles needs a tragic backstory," Chris said. "Something that makes her want to fix him." Logan updated the fake profile. We added a post about a recent breakup, still processing the end of a 5-year relationship, taking it one day at a time. We tagged it at a local park. Within 20 minutes, Collects liked the post. Then she DM'd Miles. "I saw your post. Breakups are hard. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here." Logan looked at me. She took the bait. We crafted a response. Friendly but sad. "Thanks. It's been rough. I didn't expect to feel this lost." Sophia replied immediately. "You're not lost. You're just between chapters. What's your story?" We spent the next 2 hours messaging back and forth. Logan and Chris took turns writing responses. We built Miles into someone Sophia couldn't resist. He was a graphic designer who just moved back to town after his ex cheated on him. He liked hiking, old movies, and coffee shops that played vinyl records. He was sensitive, thoughtful, and just damaged enough. Sophia ate it up. She sent paragraphs. She asked questions. She shared her own story about her divorce, painting herself as the victim of a man who didn't appreciate her. "She's good," Chris said, reading the messages. "She makes herself sound so normal." By the afternoon, Sophia had asked Miles to meet for coffee. Logan suggested Giovanni's, the same place Sophia had mentioned in her voicemail to me. "She's going to be there anyway," Logan said, "waiting for you." We agreed. Miles would meet her at Giovanni's tomorrow at 10, but Miles wouldn't show up. I would, with Chris, and we'd confront her with everything. "She'll deny it," I said. "Not if we record it," Chris replied. "I'll wear a wire. We'll get her to admit what she's been doing." It felt risky, but it was the best plan we had. That night, I stayed at Logan's again. Sophia texted me 4 more times. Each message was more unsettling than the last. "I saw you at the library today. You looked good in that blue shirt. Chris won't help you. She only helps herself. I'll see you soon." She was watching. She'd been at the library, or nearby, and we hadn't even noticed. Logan double-checked the locks on his doors. We closed all the curtains. It felt like we were hiding from a horror movie villain. The next morning, Chris met us at Logan's apartment. She had a small recording device that clipped to her bra strap. "My friend works in journalism." She lent it to me. We tested it. The audio was clear. At 9:30, we drove to Giovanni's. The plan was simple. Chris and I would go in separately. She'd sit near Sophia. I'd sit across the room. When Sophia started talking to Miles or waiting for him, Chris would approach and start asking questions. We parked a block away. I was so nervous I thought I might throw up. "You ready?" Chris asked. "No." "Me neither." We walked to the coffee shop. Through the window, I could see Sophia already there, sitting at a corner table, facing the door. She was dressed perfectly. Hair done, makeup flawless, sipping an iced latte. Chris went in first. She ordered a coffee and sat at a table 2 over from Sophia, pretending to read a book on her phone. I waited 5 minutes, then walked in. Sophia saw me immediately. Her face lit up. She stood. "You came," she said, smiling. "I'm not here for you." Her smile faltered. "Then why are you here?" "Coffee." I walked past her to the counter. Ordered a black coffee. The barista was taking forever. I could feel Sophia's eyes on my back. When I turned around, she was standing right behind me. "We need to talk," she said quietly. "No, we don't. You can't avoid me forever." "I can try." She stepped closer. "I know you felt something last night. I know you did. You're delusional." Her jaw tightened. "I'm the only person who's ever really seen you. Chris didn't. She used you. But I see you. You don't know me. I know you better than you think." The barista called my name. I grabbed my coffee and walked toward the exit. Sophia followed. "Wait," she said, louder now. People were starting to look. Chris stood up. "Sophia, leave him alone." Sophia spun around. "This has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. You've been sabotaging my relationships for 10 years. I've been saving you from bad decisions. By stealing every guy I date?" The coffee shop went quiet. Everyone was watching now. Sophia's face flushed. "You have no idea what you're talking about." "I have proof," Chris said. She pulled out her phone and opened the Collects account. "You've been documenting all of them. Trevor, Jason, Ben, all of them." Sophia's eyes went wide. "How did you—" "You accepted a follow request from Miles," Chris said. "Except Miles doesn't exist. We made him up to catch you." Sophia looked from Chris to me. Her expression shifted. The sweetness was gone. Now she just looked angry. "You set me up? You've been setting up everyone else for years," I said. Sophia laughed. It was a sharp, bitter sound. "You think you're so smart. You think you caught me. But you have no idea how deep this goes." "Then tell us," Chris said. The recording device was running. Sophia crossed her arms. "Fine. You want the truth? I've been protecting you, Chris. Every guy you've ever dated has been a loser. Every single one. And you're too stupid to see it. So I step in. I show them what a real woman looks like. And when they choose me, It proves I was right about them. That's not protecting me. That's sabotage. Call it what you want. I call it quality control. Sophia turned to me. And you were different. I thought you had potential. I thought you could be the one who actually appreciated me. But here you are, teaming up with her. Because you're a stalker, I said. I'm selective. You slashed my tire. I was making a point. You locked me in your apartment. I was trying to have a conversation. A barista stepped forward. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to lower your voice or leave. Sophia ignored her. She stepped closer to Chris. You've always been jealous of me, since we were kids. You couldn't stand that I was smarter, prettier, more successful. You're my aunt, Sophia. You're supposed to support me, not compete with me. I stopped being your aunt the day you told the family I was the reason your parents got divorced. Chris froze. That was true. You were having an affair with my dad. The coffee shop gasped. Actual gasps. Sophia's face turned red. That's a lie. I saw the texts. Mom saw the texts. That's why they split up. Sophia grabbed Chris's phone and threw it across the room. It hit the wall and shattered. You ruined my life, Sophia screamed. You told everyone I was a homewrecker when all I did was care about someone who was unhappy. He was my dad. The barista was on the phone now, probably calling the cops. I grabbed Chris's arm. We need to go. But Sophia wasn't done. She grabbed my other arm. You're not leaving. Not until you admit that you felt something with me. Let go. Admit it. Chris shoved Sophia back. Sophia stumbled, knocking over a chair. Then she lunged at Chris. They crashed into a table, sending cups and napkins flying. I tried to separate them, but Sophia was wild. She scratched at Chris's face, pulled her hair. Chris fought back, landing a punch to Sophia's shoulder. Stop! I yelled. The door opened. 2 cops walked in. Break it up! Now! Sophia and Chris separated, both breathing hard. Sophia's lip was bleeding. Chris had a scratch across her cheek. The cops looked at the scene. Broken phone, overturned furniture, 2 women glaring at each other. Who wants to tell me what happened here? One of the cops asked. Chris spoke first. She's been stalking my ex-boyfriend. We have proof. Sophia laughed. Proof? You made up a fake person to catfish me. If anything, you're harassing me. The cop looked at me. Is this true? I pulled out Logan's phone and showed him the screenshots from Collects. She's been documenting guys she's taken from her niece for years. She has an entire account dedicated to it. The cop scrolled through. His expression shifted. Ma'am, is this your account? Sophia hesitated. I want a lawyer. That's your right. But you're going to need to come with us and answer some questions. They escorted Sophia out. She looked back at me as they led her to the patrol car. This isn't over. Chris and I stood in the coffee shop, surrounded by staring customers and spilled coffee. The barista handed Chris a bag of ice for her cheek. Did we just win? Chris asked. I don't know. We gave our statements to the other cop, explained everything, showed him the messages, the photos, the recordings from Chris's device. He took notes and said they'd investigate. When we finally left, Logan was waiting outside. I saw the cops. What happened? Sophia had a meltdown, I said. They took her in for questioning. Is it over? I hope so, but it wasn't. 3 days later, Sophia was released. No charges. The cops said the evidence was circumstantial. The Collects account could belong to anyone. The photos weren't illegal, the messages weren't threatening, and the catfishing, while unethical, wasn't a crime. Sophia's lawyer argued that she was the victim of harassment by Chris and me, that we'd conspired to defame her, that the recording was obtained without her full consent in a 2-party consent state. It was a mess. Chris called me, furious. They let her go. She's out. I know. What do we do now? I don't know. That night, Sophia showed up at my work. I was closing the store, counting the register, when I saw her through the window. She was holding flowers, white roses. I locked the door before she could come in. She knocked. I just want to talk, she called through the glass. Go away, Sophia. 5 minutes. Please. No. She set the flowers on the ground and pulled out her phone. Started typing. My phone buzzed. A text from her. I forgive you for what you did. I know Chris manipulated you, but I'm willing to start over. Clean slate. I didn't respond. Another text. I'm not leaving until you talk to me. I called the cops. Told them someone was harassing me at my workplace. They said they'd send someone. Sophia saw me on the phone. Her expression changed. She picked up the flowers and walked away, but not before blowing me a kiss. The next day, she was at my work again, this time with lunch. A sandwich from the deli I liked. My manager, Trevor, not the same Trevor from Sophia's wall, saw her and smiled. Your girlfriend's here? He said. She's not my girlfriend. She sure seems to think she is. She's been here every day this week. Every day? Trevor nodded. Yeah, man. She brings you food. Asks how you're doing. I think it's sweet. I felt sick. Sophia was playing the long game, making herself look like the devoted girlfriend to everyone at my work. If I reported her, I'd look like the bad guy rejecting a woman who just wanted to care for me. She waved at me through the window. I ignored her. My coworker Dana walked over. "Dude, she's gorgeous. Why are you being weird?" "She's stalking me." Dana laughed. "Stalking? She's bringing you lunch. That's called dating." "We're not dating." "Then you should be. She's out of your league." I couldn't explain it, not without sounding paranoid, so I just went back to work. When my shift ended, Sophia was waiting by my car. "I brought you dinner," she said, holding up a bag from my favorite Thai place. "Stop." "Stop what? Caring about you? Stop showing up. Stop bringing me food. Stop pretending we're together." "I'm not pretending. I'm showing you what we could be." "I don't want it." She set the bag on the hood of my car. "You say that now, but you'll change your mind." "I won't." "We'll see." She walked away, calm and smiling like she'd already won. I called Chris, told her what was happening. She wasn't surprised. "She's love-bombing you," Chris said. "She did the same thing to Jason. Showed up at his gym every day with protein shakes, convinced everyone there they were dating. When he tried to end it, she told them he was emotionally abusive. He had to switch gyms. How do I make her stop?" "You don't. She stops when she's ready, or when she finds a new target." "That's not helpful." "I know." Logan had a different idea. "Restraining order. You've got documentation now. Her showing up at your work, the texts, all of it." I filed the next day. The judge reviewed the evidence. Sophia's lawyer argued that bringing someone lunch wasn't harassment, that I was overreacting. The judge agreed. Petition denied. Sophia sent me a text an hour later. "I heard about the restraining order. I'm hurt, but I understand. You're scared of how much you feel for me. I'll give you space." She didn't give me space. She gave me 3 days. Then she was back. This time at the grocery store I shopped at, then at the gas station, then at the park where I ran. She was always just there, never threatening, never aggressive, just present, smiling, waving, existing in my space. Chris suggested we try the Catfish plan again. Create a new profile, someone even better than Miles. Lure Sophia away. "It didn't work last time," I said, "because we confronted her too early. This time we let it play out. We make her fall for the fake guy. Make her forget about you. It was worth a shot." We created a new profile. This time a photographer named Callum. Older, more refined. Successful. We used photos of a model Logan found on a Creative Commons site. Built an entire Instagram presence. Gallery showings, travel photos, artsy black and white portraits. We didn't send a request to Collects. Instead, we had Callum start following local art accounts, coffee shops, places Sophia frequented. We made him visible. It took 2 weeks, but Sophia noticed. She followed Callum, liked a few photos, then DM'd him. "Your work is stunning. Do you show locally?" Logan responded, "Thank you. I'm new to the area. Still finding my footing." Sophia replied fast, "I'd love to help. I know all the best galleries." And just like that, she was hooked. Over the next month, Logan and Chris took turns messaging Sophia as Callum. They built a connection. Sophia opened up, talked about her divorce, her family, her frustrations. "I've spent so long taking care of everyone else," she wrote. "I just want someone to take care of me." Callum was sympathetic, understanding. He shared his own story about heartbreak and moving to start fresh. Sophia suggested they meet. Logan stalled. "I'm not ready yet. I'm still healing." She respected it. She waited. And while she waited, she stopped showing up at my work. I had 2 weeks of peace. 2 weeks where I could go to the store without looking over my shoulder. 2 weeks where I didn't get texts at midnight. Then, Sophia posted on Facebook. A long, emotional post about finding someone who truly understood her. About how patience and timing were everything. She didn't name Callum, but it was obvious. Chris called me. "It's working. She's moving on." "Are you sure?" "She hasn't mentioned you in weeks. All she talks about is Callum." I wanted to believe it, but something felt off. 2 days later, Sophia requested to meet Callum in person. She'd been patient long enough. She wanted to see him. Logan, Chris, and I met to plan the final move. We'd set up a meeting at a public place, a park. Sophia would show up expecting Callum. Instead, Chris and I would be there. We'd show her the truth, show her that Callum was fake, that we'd created him to get her to leave me alone. "She'll lose it," Logan said. "Good," Chris replied. "Let her. Let everyone see who she really is." We agreed on the Riverside Park gazebo. Saturday at 2, Callum confirmed with Sophia. "I can't wait to finally meet you," she messaged. Saturday came. Chris and I arrived early. We sat on a bench near the gazebo, far enough to not be obvious, but close enough to see everything. Sophia showed up 10 minutes early. She looked incredible. A sundress, heels, perfect hair. She was holding a small gift bag. She stood by the gazebo, checking her phone, looking around for Callum. Chris nudged me. Ready? No. We stood and walked toward her. When Sophia saw us, her face fell. What are you doing here? She asked. Callum's not coming, Chris said. Sophia looked confused. What are you talking about? Callum doesn't exist. We made him up. Sophia's face went through several emotions at once. Confusion, anger, disbelief. You're lying. Chris pulled out her phone and showed Sophia the back end of the Callum account. The fake email, the stock photos, the messages. Sophia stared at the screen. Then she laughed. You made a fake person. Again. Because you wouldn't leave him alone, Chris said, pointing at me. I was giving him space. You were at his work every day. I was being supportive. You're obsessed. Sophia threw the gift bag on the ground. You two deserve each other. You're both pathetic. She turned to leave. Chris grabbed her arm. We're going to tell everyone. Your family, your friends, everyone. We're going to show them what you've been doing. Sophia yanked her arm free. Go ahead. They won't believe you. They never do. We have proof this time. Proof of what? That I liked a fake Instagram profile? That's not illegal. That's not even embarrassing. It just makes you look desperate. She started walking away. Chris followed. What about Trevor, Jason, Ben, all the others? Sophia stopped, turned around. What about them? You ruined their lives. I gave them a chance to be with someone better. If they couldn't handle it, that's on them. You're sick. Sophia stepped closer to Chris. And you're weak. You've always been weak. That's why I've had to clean up after you your entire life. You didn't clean up. You sabotaged. Same thing. Chris slapped her. The sound echoed across the park. A few people on the walking path stopped and stared. Sophia touched her cheek, shocked. Then she smiled. There it is. The real Chris. Violent, unstable. Just like your mother. Chris lunged. I grabbed her, holding her back. She's not worth it, I said. Sophia picked up the gift bag and brushed off her dress. You're right. She's not. She walked away, heels clicking on the pavement. Chris was shaking. She's never going to stop. I know. We stood there, watching Sophia disappear down the path. The next week, Sophia went silent. No texts, no visits, no social media posts. It was like she'd vanished. Chris was suspicious. She's planning something, or she's finally moving on. Sophia doesn't move on. She regroups. Logan agreed. You should stay alert. I tried to. But after 3 weeks of silence, I started to relax. I went back to my normal routine. Work, gym, hanging out with Logan. Life felt almost normal again. Then I got a call from my mom. Honey, who's Sophia? My stomach dropped. Why? She stopped by the house today. Said she was a friend of yours. Brought cookies. What did you tell her? I invited her in for tea. She's lovely, very polite. She told me you two have been seeing each other. Mom, we're not seeing each other. She's lying. She seemed very sincere. She even showed me photos of you two together. What photos? From a coffee shop. You were sitting across from her. The confrontation at Giovanni's. Sophia had taken photos. Mom, listen to me. Sophia is not my girlfriend. She's dangerous. Don't let her in the house again. My mom laughed. Dangerous? Sweetheart, she's a elementary school teacher. She works with children. I don't care what she does for work. Promise me you won't talk to her again. You're being dramatic. Mom, please. She sighed. Fine, but I think you're overreacting. I drove to my parents' house. My mom answered the door, looking annoyed. She already left, she said. Did she say anything else? Just that she hopes to see you soon. And she left these. My mom handed me a tin of cookies. Homemade chocolate chip. They looked perfect. I threw them in the trash outside. That's wasteful, my mom said. They could be poisoned. Now you're being ridiculous. I went inside and checked the house. Nothing seemed out of place. But I noticed a photo on the mantel had been moved. And my mom's address book was open on the kitchen counter. Did Sophia use the bathroom? I asked. Yes, why? I checked the bathroom. Everything seemed normal. But when I opened the medicine cabinet, I found a small camera, the size of a button, stuck to the inside of the door. I grabbed it and showed my mom. This is why. Her face went pale. Oh my God! I searched the rest of the house. Found 2 more cameras. One in the living room hidden in a plant, one in the kitchen, stuck under the microwave. I called the cops. They came, took the cameras, filed a report. But without proof that Sophia planted them, there wasn't much they could do. You could get a restraining order based on this, the officer said. I tried. It was denied. Try again. This is escalating. I filed again. This time, the judge granted a temporary order. Sophia had to stay at least 500 feet away from me, my home, and my workplace. She was served the next day. Her response was a single text. You're making a mistake. I blocked her number. For a month, the restraining order held. Sophia stayed away. I started to think maybe, finally, it was over. Then Chris called me, frantic. She showed up at my apartment. Did you call the cops? She's not breaking any laws. The restraining order is for you, not me. What did she want? To talk. She said she was sorry, that she wanted to make peace. But when I told her to leave, she said something weird. What? She said, tell him I'm not giving up. I'm just getting started. I felt cold. Where is she now? She left, but she was driving your car. What? Your car. I saw it parked across the street. I know it's yours because of the dent in the bumper. I checked my parking spot. My car was gone. I reported it stolen. The cops found it 2 hours later, parked outside my work. Nothing was missing. But the inside smelled like Sophia's perfume, and there was a note on the dashboard. You can't keep me away forever. Love, S. The cops added it to the file. But again, it wasn't enough to arrest her. She's violating the restraining order by leaving you notes, the officer said. But unless we catch her in the act, it's hard to prove. I was losing my mind. Sophia was in my head, in my space, in my life, and I couldn't get her out. Logan suggested I move. Just leave. Start over somewhere else. She'll follow me. Maybe. But at least you'll have distance. I thought about it. Seriously considered packing up and leaving everything behind. But then, I'd be letting her win. Chris had another idea. We take her down publicly. We organize a family meeting. We show everyone what she's been doing. We make it so undeniable that even her biggest defenders can't ignore it. Will they show up? If I tell them it's about Sophia's behavior, yeah, they'll want to defend her. But once they see the evidence, they won't be able to. We planned it for the following Sunday, Chris's parents' house. She told the family it was an emergency meeting about Sophia's mental health. Everyone showed up. Her parents, her siblings, her uncle, even her grandparents. Sophia came too, looking calm and put together. What's this about? Sophia's sister asked. Chris stood in the center of the living room. This is about Sophia, and what she's been doing to my relationships for the last 10 years. Sophia sighed. Not this again. Yes, this again. Chris pulled out a laptop and connected it to the TV. I have proof. She showed them the S. Collects account. The photos of Trevor, Jason, Ben, me. The captions. The timeline. The family watched in silence. Sophia's mom spoke first. This could be anyone's account. It's hers, Chris said. We verified it. The IP address matches her home. That doesn't prove anything, Sophia said calmly. Anyone could hack my Wi-Fi. Chris played the recording from Giovanni's. Sophia's voice, clear as day, admitting to sabotaging relationships. The room went quiet. Sophia's dad cleared his throat. Sophia, is this true? Of course not. They edited the audio. This is a smear campaign. Then explain the cameras, I said, standing up. I pulled out my phone and showed them photos of the cameras I found in my parents' house. Sophia's expression didn't change. Those could be from anyone. They're yours, I said. The cops traced the serial numbers. You bought them online 3 months ago. Sophia's mom put her head in her hands. Sophia, what have you done? Nothing. I've done nothing wrong. I've tried to help, to protect this family from bad influences. And this is how you thank me? Chris's dad stood up. Sophia, you need help. Professional help. I don't need help. I need you to see the truth. Chris has always been jealous of me. She's turning you all against me. Stop, Chris's mom said. Just stop. We've heard enough. Sophia looked around the room. Everyone was staring at her with a mix of pity and disgust. Fine, she said. If that's how you all feel, I'll leave. But don't come crawling back when you realize I was right. She grabbed her purse and walked out, slammed the door behind her. The family sat in stunned silence. Chris's mom turned to me. I'm so sorry. We had no idea. It's not your fault. We should have seen the signs, Chris's dad said. We should have stopped her years ago. The family agreed to support Chris and me. They cut contact with Sophia. Her mom tried calling her, but Sophia wouldn't answer. For 2 months, I didn't hear from Sophia. The restraining order stayed in place. She stayed away. I started to rebuild, got a new apartment, changed my routine, started seeing a therapist to process everything. Life was getting better. Then, on a random Tuesday, I got a call from an unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. Hello? It's me, Sophia's voice. Quiet, broken. I'm blocking this number. Wait, please. I need help. I'm not helping you. I'm in the hospital. I paused. What? I tried to hurt myself. I'm at County General. I need someone to talk to. Please, call your family. They won't answer. You're the only one who will. I hung up, blocked the number. But it gnawed at me. What if she was telling the truth? What if she actually tried to hurt herself and I ignored her? I called Chris. Sophia just called me from the hospital. It's a trap. What if it's not? Then she can call a crisis hotline. You don't owe her anything. I knew Chris was right. but I couldn't shake the guilt. I drove to County General, checked at the front desk. Sophia wasn't a patient. It was a trap, just like Chris said. I was walking back to my car when I saw her. Sophia, standing by the entrance, smoking a cigarette. "You came," she said. "You lied. I needed to see you. You're violating the restraining order. I don't care anymore." She dropped the cigarette and stepped on it. "I just needed to know if you still cared. And you do. You came. I came because I'm a decent person, not because I care about you." "You're lying." "I'm not." She stepped closer. I stepped back. "I'm getting help," she said. "Real help. I'm seeing a therapist, taking medication. I'm trying to be better." "Good. Do it far away from me." "I will. I promise. I just needed to say goodbye." She turned and walked away, got into a car I didn't recognize and drove off. I stood there, shaking. The next day, I got a letter in the mail. From Sophia. It was long, handwritten, full of apologies and explanations. She said she understood now that what she did was wrong, that she was sick, that she was getting help. At the end, she wrote, "I hope one day you can forgive me, but I understand if you can't. I'll stay away. I promise." I wanted to believe her, but I didn't. I showed the letter to my therapist. She said it was a classic manipulation tactic. "She's giving you hope that she's changing so you'll let your guard down." I kept the restraining order active. Months passed. No contact, no sightings, no letters. I started dating someone new, someone normal, someone who didn't have a secret photo wall or a history of sabotaging their niece's relationships. Life moved forward. Then, a year later, I got a message from Chris. "You need to see this." She sent me a link, a news article. "Local woman arrested for stalking and harassment." The photo was Sophia. According to the article, she'd been arrested for stalking a man she met at a therapy group. She'd broken into his apartment, installed cameras, and threatened him when he tried to end contact. She was being held without bail. I read the article twice. Then I called Chris. "Did you see it?" she asked. "Yeah." She didn't change. "No, she didn't." We were quiet for a moment. "Do you think it's finally over?" Chris asked. "I don't know, but for the first time in a long time, I felt like I could breathe. Sophia was someone else's problem now, and I was free."